Vell sort of transforms back to her main form, but hides in his consciousness.
We return back to the party. Now, it looks like Lady Etherion was going to go to speak to the two of you, Korim and Claus, but Lord Merrick extends a hand and asks if she could help him with something. So instead, a different person comes over to you, Claus.
Oh, rabbits.
This is when... You're really not taking this well, are you? It's Lady Carol. Well, Lady Flemeth.
Yeah, Claus just turns his head to look and just... He's biting his tongue really hard. There are other things going on top of all of this, so no, I'm not taking this well.
I understand. This is how it all starts. The finger pointing. Perhaps I should be grateful that oath is taking so much heat. Please, don't tell him I said that.
My lips are sealed.
I'm sure people will start pointing fingers at me soon enough. You can't run a charity without someone accusing you of having a secret room to eat people.
Pretty sure somebody already made that joke about my family.
Amongst a few others, I'm sure. Your mother is an exceptional woman.
Yeah, Claus just looks towards his mom and just... for first time in the past 2 hours, he actually gives a little bit of a smile. Yeah. Yes.
Here. She hands him a glass of water.
Yeah. Thank you.
If you need to talk, well, I work with a lot of people who are under stress, under difficulty, the homeless, the poor, and even just children who need someone to lend them an ear. Especially when they think the entire world is against them.
I appreciate it, and if this was anything else, I'd take you on that offer. Unfortunately, this is something I need to talk with certain someone who actually knows me.
Of course. And I understand, but if you ever need to talk, and she palms you something, my house is your house. Feel free to make yourself welcome.
I am gonna check what I just given.
It's a key. And with that, she stands up and she walks away.
There are so many bad jokes I could make right now.
I'm glad
I am resisting.
Also, I'm trying to remember, but did you? I can't remember. I believe last session you said that because I mentioned that she's worked with the Banished, well, I worked with the Order a lot. That Claus is kind of a fanboy of hers.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, just making sure I wasn't mixing up with someone else. Anyway, so yeah, it's a key and a map, basically to a house.
Yeah, there's suddenly just for a couple of seconds there's a bright smile and he hides the map and the key somewhere in his clothes. Thank you. I put this on good use.
She smiles at you. So, what is everyone doing?
I gotta get the heck out of Dodge.
Yep, so we'll say that Vell finds her way back to whichever host Shipify!
Who do you think would be closest?
Klaus, actually, because he is...
Other than Klaus, because he's still angry. He's calmer, but she is smart enough to give him his space.
You know what? Just because I haven't seen this group quite as often, I'm gonna say Korim.
So she zips into Korim and she goes, "So, I did a thing."
You did a thing, huh?
Well, for one, I know his mind is safe from you-know-who. But for two, I may have impersonated his mother and talked to him about how dumb he and his brother are being.
Again, I'm probably going to say at this point, Korim actually couldn't help but laugh at that one. Korim can only restrain himself so much.
Yes, your mother... Yes, Lorma gives you an odd look and your mother waves to you. Hi, Vell, how have you been? Didn't see you at the meeting. And Lorma just looks at her and is like, I'm sorry, what? Did you notice? Vell wasn't at the meeting. I think she wanted to have some time to herself. Good to see you. Would you like us to bring you up to speed?
I'm sure I'll get it from people later. She says that just to her and not to anyone else.
Of course. She said and smiled.
And then she hides even further in Korim's mind. Your mother is terrifying.
That's
Sorry.
hilarious.
Sorry, she says to Merrick. She's a little bit shy. Anyway, what do you want to look first? Well, and they start basically discussing where to look as they are walking to talking to the carriage. I suggest we start with your library. See what we can gather from there. And as you wish. I thought your library was bigger than mine. It is. That's why I wanted to try yours. Smaller library, quicker search to start with. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, Korim is just still filled with absolute amusement at this, and while he's trailing behind them. You kind of have to expect her to always know when you're around. That one was aimed at Vell.
I figured.
Wait, what?
I said you kind of need to always expect that Mother always knows when you're around or not around.
I didn't even detect your presence. I didn't know she was there.
When you're sleeping, she knows when you're away.
Which is always. It's not that hard to know.
So you can say
shoot,
Klaus
my mouse.
woke you up
my
inside.
My mouse is dying. No.
Cock. So, here's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be fast-forwarding through time a little bit. So, first of all, Kun Whisper, do you choose to accompany Sirik on his investigation?
Yes.
And Whisper?
Whisper has a different thing up his sleeve that he's going to try to do.
All right.
So he kind of steps aside and arranges to have a private conversation with Vell.
Oh, actually, Kun is going to try and find Klaus wherever he is.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, first of all, Kun, would you attempt to
Does
stop
it mean he'll
Whisper
be
if he
successful? Doesn't mean he'll be successful.
Hey, Shay is talking.
Kun, would you attempt to stop Whisper if he tried to separate from everyone again?
I don't think Kun would try to stop him, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. If you were going to try to do that, I was gonna ask you to roll a deception versus stealth check to catch him before he slipped away, but
He's not trying to meet secretly with her, just privately.
okay. In that case, well, actually, here's the thing. What I was going to ask is, do you want to do the accompany Sirius on his investigation that day? You'll still have time to do stuff in the meantime, but is that something you're going to be doing at all, or is that something you're saying just straight up, no, I'm not getting involved in that?
What are the details of like the investigation? Are they just looking for Mir?
Basically, they're going to be seeing if they can find anything from the local people, talk to the common folk, see if they've seen anything, heard anything, gather clues that way.
Okay.
In case King Mir is hiding in the poorer districts.
Okay. Maybe. Whisper. I don't think Whisper's decided yet.
Of course.
So, first thing he wants to do is meet with Vell.
So, I'm going to say that you actually do bump into Korim on the way out, and Kun, yes, you do find Klaus.
Alright, so, Kun is using his scent ability to, basically figure out where, Klaus is, moped off to.
Yep. You do manage to find him.
Uh,
He is heading down some stairs and looking to leave the palace.
Klaus. I don't appreciate you trying to steal my role of the loner gloomy one. Yes, I am capable of sarcasm.
Should I stop playing Rules of Nature again?
One day.
Klaus is, because he's still on the stairs, he doesn't fully turn around, but he's just like, turns his head. Everyone has a bad day. This is mine.
I understand. However...
Do you?
I understand that when it comes to anger and respect, some people need to feel before they do, and some people need to do before they feel. I'm guessing you are a feel before you do sort of person.
Mm-hmm.
We were instructed in the meeting not to go anywhere alone. If you want, I will not speak to you. But I will fulfill my oath. I will protect you.
Klaus looks at Kun for a moment, then he just deflates. He's like, I expected pushback from Vell, but you, not so much.
I am a protector.
Well, I could argue with.
I am a protector. I swore an oath, even if I must protect my charge from themselves.
He pauses for a second. He's just rubbing his face, like... You can tell he's on, like... Not precisely the sunshine baby he's been so far. There is something very, very, very weird going on, actually. If I let you come along, will you promise not to tell anyone else what I'm about to do? Or rather, what I'm about to say?
At this point, you hear a cough behind you.
Ah, rabbits!
Excuse me. And it is Lord Sirith. Sir Unwin?
Yes.
I must ask again if you would be willing to accompany me to investigate the people. I could use a soldier like you on my side.
I would be willing. He looks over to Klaus. If I had assurance that my charge would remain protected.
You're a shaman, yes?
Yes, I am a shaman.
He looks over at Kun. We could use someone like that among us too. If you had assurances that if he was to accompany with us, would that assure you on his protection?
I suppose I could keep an eye on him. However, would a small little investigation distract you and clear your head?
Klaus is looking between everyone, then where he was going to, then back at them, back at where he was going.
Is there something you Is there something you need to do? Is there something else you need to do?
Unfortunately, yes.
And you do not want to let him out of your sight? He says to Kun.
I do not want to let him out of my sight if he is alone.
He looks at Klaus. Are you familiar with the and he gives the name of an inn that you have heard of. It's kind of lower down the city. You've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, Klaus knows. Yep.
If you can complete your affairs before 4:00 this afternoon, please meet me there.
Can do. And if I'm not there, I'll be at the temple.
Understood. I will go see if I can locate your other. I'll see if I can locate your I will go see if I can locate your kinsman, he says before turning on his heels and walking away.
Yeah, and Klaus then looks at Kun and is like, hey, don't worry, I'm not completely alone. Then he points at the hedgehog.
You're right.
If something happens, I'll just send Mr. Fluffles at you.
How much imagine throwing Mr. Fluffles at King Nia?
Well, he would be a spiky ball of death.
You like heavy rage!
Sorry, I'm imagining you like throwing Mr. Fluffles the way that Joe Cat video had the guy throw pool noodles.
No. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. The homing dash attack. Bam, bam, bam!
My version's funnier, it's now canon. Anyway.
So Whisper also wanted to meet with Vell.
Yeah.
Good luck finding her first.
Well, yes, I'm gonna say, by sheer dumb luck, emphasis on dumb, you do indeed actually bump into Korim as he is leaving the as he is also leaving the castle from a different direction than Klaus was leaving. And yeah, the two of you run into each other.